play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Let it kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. That's fielded in the end zone. And as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
There we go. Back man. Lady.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, Ford Tokyo.
43.
Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot.
Time to go. Night.
That's 57.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Other side, solid. Topper!
He's checking. Crash.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. "23 yards the pickup there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go, great.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run with Pumphrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120!
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Go. Waiting!
Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. Open man is born. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Come on. 43.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
Hey, here we go. 43 is the mic.
42.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
43 is the mic.
Hey, I-7.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Sunday.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check your hot read.
Sunday.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Here.
So we got man. 43 is the mic.
Hey, seam 6.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Let's see what you got. 36. Check. Watch twins.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll run on first down. Burns to the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
53. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Rosen to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check. Motion. Check.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 3rd down, Rosen looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57 Mike 57.
Throwing his Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Hey, Alpha.
57's Mike.
Listen.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Man 5-7. Go.
57. Hey. 57's Mike. Mike 57. You remember me?
Listen.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He pitches it out. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
81.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On play action, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And he'll find Hall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
You must be dreaming.
Throw left side complete. That's Burns. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Number 53, Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. On first down, Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
On second and 15 now. Rosen to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but now it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, echo.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They find some open field here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Go.
Check. Let's find 7.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Provided a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we're joined, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Rosen now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And now it's Rosen looking, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on second and 13, Rosen forced out to his left. This is caught, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From the 22, Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Grade 15, grade 15. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On play action, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go. 280.
And
Sunday.
It's now 3rd down.
Here, sit.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rosen will throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, rip 5-2, I'm here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Deuce. Alert. Check 49. All right.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Play action. Now Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Wentz. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Monday. Check. Hatchet. 25. Check 25.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burns. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 44.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, Burns. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, baby. We turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Oh, get him. Get him. Get him.
Rosen just getting the snap off and one. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. Here we go. Time to end it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, it's Burns. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check. Check. Hot route. Hot. Shoot.
They'll try the left side. Burns. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Chiefs 34, Raiders 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Raiders take
Here we
over
go.
first
Here we go.
and 10
Here we go.
at their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!"
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
57 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, defense, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's going to wind up, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down and then some, 36 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Interception, baby. All day.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Yo, banjo.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. They go with Thompson again. And an alley to run. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That one into the hands of Kane. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Check 24. Check 24.
At the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Higgins. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings
up 2nd and 2.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. 43
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
61, matchbox, light.
First and 10 at the 26.
On first down, Higgins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
43's the mic.
2nd and 5. He's got Fuller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
64.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 3, Mike. Spot.
On second down, it's Burns. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Able to power through. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch tight, tight.
General West.
Tight is right.
5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Pull it high.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Fresno.
Smooth.
On third down, Higgins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On first and 10, Higgins. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Throwing on first down, Higgins. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Throw left side on target to Kane. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun. Higgins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Raiders 16.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Get the flag. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
On first down, Thompson. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Time of the ending. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Chiefs, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.